rocks, my one mortal weakness. Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, whatever you may be. My name is Ndub, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Things are still in kind of a holding pattern right now. I'm delivering several tons of silver to this 1 ampere dock in 1E Centauri. At least I believe that's how it's pronounced. And I have to pick up a few resonating separators, but I know I can get those over at Meredith City, if I remember correctly. Yes, they, according to EDDB.io, Elite Dangerous Database, and they have a decent supply there, and under market value, so there's that. And then I have a data collection mission, economic data acquisition, so that means first I need to fly into the system, honk my scanner, and then figure out from there which planet to actually land on, and then where is the search grid that I will be searching? Because it's one of those ones, not the ones where I get, hey, here's the place that you want to go. At least I think that's the one that I have today. I'm not 100% sure, but first I'm gonna drop off the silver, get the resonating separators, and then I will go and collect that data. So, the pre-alpha dev diary on Beyond has rolled out, and some of the dust has settled, and my take. They honestly could have showed us just a little bit more. The ice planet rework, that looks amazing. It's gonna be very hard not to compare it to, say, Hoth. Although I would like to remind the developers that Antarctica is what you're wanting to model this, and Antarctica is not just all ice. Antarctica is a rocky and barren wastelands as well. So that's just my 2 cents on it. And then the bush looks interesting. Yamix has a really good hot take on this so far. And then the collection tool. My opinion is mixed on it. It looks far too complicated. Like but then again, I work in the real world where I collect samples of things to go and collect data on, and my sampling tools are very, very straightforward. I have a armored cable that is cut to a very specific length and made into a circle, and I have a pair of scissors, a ruler, and paper bags that I put everything in. And that is how I collect samples. So really, it shouldn't be a uber fancy, multi-bulbous... You know what, I'll just put a photo up when I'm doing post-production on today's episode of the actual sampling tool. Because it looks silly from my perspective. At least that's my opinion. It just looks far too complex for a functional tool that collects samples. Like, I mean, NASA, they sent a shovel. Well, not a shovel, but it's like an excavation shovel off a tracked excavator. Do I want the focus crystals? Yes, I do. Yes, I do want those crystals. But the NASA, they sent an SUV-sized robot with a laser that can cut a person's arm off, mind you. That chemical laser is not your bog standard LFT-926, that's what I'm looking for, is not your just standard toy laser pointer. It can cut a person's arm off, but they also have a shovel and a drilling probe. And that is what they sent to Mars, along with a relatively decent sensor suite. But that's beside the point. It has a shovel. But what do I know? I'm just a forester. I just play a starship captain in this game. And the space madness is all too real. I think need another holiday. This one for exploration, though. But that's beside the point. So I have to cut through Neonets to get to LFT-926. Alrighty then. I did drop off all the silver, right? Yes, I did. And I do have an SRV. I'm not an idiot for this mission, because I know I have to land and then get out in an SRV to scan these. And the walking speed shown off in the video could be a bit faster. But that's just my opinion. But they also, the developers at Frontier are perfectly fine with leaving stuff up to the imagination, but if they don't let us ground our expectations and what they can manage, well then things just get wildly out of control. And the light atmospheric worlds. I mean, it's a difference in Skybox, but it makes a lot of difference from my layman's perspective, anyway. I look forward to these, but I also am tempering my expectations because something's gonna go wrong, probably. At least my guess is that something will go wrong. But I am almost now to the city. I will get those resonating separators and then figure out where the hell am I going to collect this data. Actually, I could do that right now. It is Vazuki? How do I even pronounce that? There's no S in there. Vasuki? Is this one of those ones that the T is silent in? Like Savo? I don't know. That's a good question. That reminds me of the Savo lions. Those two lionesses that were just killing workers and eating them. At least I think it was lionesses and not male lions. Oh wait, no, it was two male lions that were maneless, right? Right? I mean, it was lions, but once I get landed at Meredith, I will look this up. Because I'm actually very, very curious. I'm getting way off base, but that's beside the point. It's, Vasuki. That's how I'm going to pronounce it, anyway. I do like coming up with weird pronunciations for some of these systems and whatnot, because, well, why not? Gotta figure out the, taxonomy, so to speak. Is that the right word? Taxonomy? Questions for another time. And welcome back to the city. It has been actually some time since I have actually been here. Don't mind the sniffling. I was just, I've got the bit of the sniffles after choking on dust all day yesterday at work because I was operating heavy equipment to flatten out an area that we call the Boneyard, where we store a lot of equipment, tools, materials, and other good things that eventually do get used in the conducting of the management of U.S. forests.
Commander, reduce your speed immediately.
It's not the speed that's the problem, it's that I'm way off base from the flight path that I wanted. Let's not get caught on the toast rack today, that would suck. Landing pad 2-3 is... there it is. See, I'm contemplating upgrading from this ship, but I also really love my crate. I mean, the only logical upgrade would be a Python at this point, anyway. Because I'm just not a fan of the big three. Like the and my mind just blinked out. The cutter, the Imperial cutter. That is a very good ship for just hauling absurd amounts of crap around the galaxy. Meanwhile, the Federal Corvette is a magnificent bus. And the Anaconda, being a Falcon de Lacy product, is a very good all-rounder. But it's just... and it also has the highest jump range in the entire game if you engineer it right. If I remember correctly, 500 light years? Something like that? I'd have to look at the Yamix video again. I just know it's an absurd jump range if you engineer things right. Like, absolutely crazy. Although you can only jump once. And then you have to get fuel, but you can't get fuel because you didn't have a fuel scoop. And so, Vasuki is where I'm going next. 2 jumps. And I'm already mostly lined up anyway. So rather than make you all sit through these jumps, I'm going to drop recording here and bring it back up once I'm actually bearing in on my target destination. And I will see you all on the flip side. So, the trespass zone on this one is like a kilometer out almost. Yeah, actually it is a kilometer out. So that does not bode well for my survival in this mission, but good thing is my ship is in orbit, and I will just, I don't know, I guess I'll just appear in a clone body or something. Something to that effect. Yes, I know, I'm getting fined. I need to get out of view of this. Oh god, I knew it. Yes, thank you. I am aware. Need to finish this scan up and get the hell out of here. Screw it. Because there's a turret behind me. I'm not sure what's shooting at me at this point. And quite frankly, I don't care. Once I get past these rocks, they can't shoot at me, and I can just leisurely drive away. Oh god. So it's a bunch of skimmers is what the problem is, okay? That's simple, I just need to get more rocks between me and them. And there's the edge of their perimeter. I am so glad I'm very good at this kind of escape. It's a little bit silly almost. There we go. I get up to these planes over here, and I think I'll be home free. This jump might have been a bit bigger than I expected. I mean, it's a low G world, but anyway, with that portion of today's festivities out of the way, thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and click that little bell for notifications, and to join me in my eternal crusade against YouTube and its sorting algorithms. And I am going to shoot this rock outcrop while I'm here and get some more micro materials. And hopefully, I will see you all in the next video.